always here. Mission is the major, watch your girl before I take her, cause I'm on the strip shining. We don't move like no clown. But boy, it's big time to lead a block to my youngster, cause boy, it's big grinding. 20-inch rims, freaks on film. She eat her, why she eat him? You already know who game tougher than leather. We throw parties that go dumber than ever. Young niggas wildin' out, shaking they dreads. Boy, is you biz or is you smack? Cause you all out the window with a face of a triple stack. I'm money hungry, plus I need all mine. Rigs on the beat, you gon' see our shine. Why you think they call us a dummy foe? Cause we stunt and we stunt hanging out the dope.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some son boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. Every time I hit the block, boom, drop this stuff time. Candy on them dub things, bumping for one time. I'ma do the fool like I'm mental and ignorant. Jumping at a stop sign while I ain't giving it. Throwing up the block cause you know when I'm feeling it. We ghost ride the whip like we ain't even feeling shit. High feed, call a stunner boy. Tennis shoe every whip, now who's stunting boy? At every function, sideshow, neighborhood event. You catch me dipping in the scraper with the 16-inch flip. Reppin' PA, Menlo, Northern Cali finest. If I'm scraping past $1, mean the police right behind us. We don't care, we going on big perp and X pills. Stunner boys, they stunting the block on big wheels. Get big skrills, cause they ain't fucking with us. We in the building and we feeling like nigga with us. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. I got a few of my young niggas all out the windows. Stunting up the block, niggas know with their info. We feeling we stacked, our rims are stacked. Plus we smoking on that perk, we leaning back. They know we coming up the block, holding the meanest stacks. When you stunt like them stunners, you get mean with raps. Candy paints on the model, we mean at that. Bumping nothing less than 15s and holding us at.
And we'll teach you how to stunt. All through the bay, we ride candy and bump. When we come, the show shut down. No field goals, all touchdowns. Police come, we get goes down. High speed and run them through the whole town and get away. I'm not locked like Akon, supercharged kick, running on stop sign.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up.
Easily rig. Yeah. Hey. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah. Shit so hot it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. It's a lot of niggas that say they real. To me that shit is far-fetched. Them cats is pussy. They really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounces. It's a definition of adrenaline rush. What it do is sweet like cinnamon puffer. My niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew up out on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These birds that I roll with, outcasts and misfits. For the zip lips when you get hit. When the fifth spit, flat line in your pit. Try habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like Buku for the pain to go cuckoo. Mostly is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't put y'all like tofu. I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitch at the house with me watching Netflix on Roku. Them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss. I call shots 'cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike on shite racket and fly back out the mill. They hear me flow, they say I be burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up. What you ain't know, oh we burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up. What you ain't know, oh we burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
You are now tuned into another installment of Easily Rigged. This broadcast will be uncompromising, unfiltered, uncut, and unrehearsed. Your support for the program is immeasurable. Thanks to everyone that has contributed to our growth, you are appreciated. B-Eazy Dat Dude, Big Rig slaps two of the dopest to ever do it, you feel me? Put some respect on their name. Enjoy the broadcast.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to John. I see you. Shout out to Daryl. Shout out to Knowledge and Relationships.
Now we can finally get to it. Man, I was planning on camming up tonight. I actually had some other visuals, but I was rushing, didn't get to it. So, you know, we here. I'm a be in avatar mode tonight, but you know, we are gonna be more consistent. And once I fully complete my setup, you know, y'all definitely gonna see. But let's see who we got in the building.
John starting already. Yeah.
So let's see. We got Daryl Long right here. He says, "I'm here." Shout out to the brother Daryl Long. And then we got M3. I thought he was asleep. Shout out to the Brody because he on the vamp life, but he still is up. So shout out to M3. And then John says, "What song is this, B?" It's, you know, just a little something I cooked up, you know what I mean? It's actually, you know, some I had in the you know,
archive.
Exactly, but it's really light work. It's some actual light work for compared to what I'm about to unleash. So stay tuned, and me and John is gonna be working on some musical productions as well. So stay tuned for that, man. But he said I started off capping, man. On what?
You said you wasn't finna cam up, bro. He's calling your bluff, bro.
Hey, I said I wasn't finna cam up. Hey, not everybody have the luxury of having the UFO lights and the you know what I mean? What you got over there? What you rocking with the iPad or something? Yeah, I'm on the desktop right now, and I could cam up if you want to see my face that bad. I could cam up, but what I'm about to do right now is just you know, just go off the dome with it. But I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep up with John, you know what I mean? Because John is always coming out with that fire, you know. But we definitely as a team, you know what I mean? Me, him, my bro, Spit. So we got some things in the work, you know, not just music stuff too. Like, we don't want to be reduced down to just artists and entertainers and, you know, people, performers. Although we are adroit at performing, that's not, you know, our entire purpose. My entire purpose is not to entertain other people. I enjoy entertainment, but I prefer enlightenment. So he says, definitely working, Brody. Yeah, so shout out to Johnson Different. Go ahead and look him up on Instagram, on YouTube. You'll come to find that he is a extremely eager entrepreneur, you know, when it comes to fashion. He making clothes, he making music. We starting to do some films too. So if anybody in here is knows how to work a camera, you know, or you can act or something, that's gonna be coming pretty soon too, you know. So, but what's up with you though, Big Rig? You was on time today, boy. You had time, huh?
Yeah, man. Everything was falling into play, man. I was actually not even knowing if, you know, it was gonna even crack off tonight. And I was like, shit.
Hey, cuz that's one thing about us. It be looking ugly down to the wire. Remember, we just talked about this. Is like we usually figure out around 8 because I was gonna hit you, but I wasn't certain if it was gonna crack off. You know what I mean? So we are here, and for everybody, because we got a lot of cats on the East Coast, and y'all be rocking with us late night. You know what I mean? I know it's a 3-hour time difference, but definitely appreciate y'all sticking around here. But And Mr. Knowledge and Relationships says, imagine a new spinoff, Easily Rigged is different. Yeah, you know what I mean? It might be. You might be onto something. And he said, definitely need cameramen and actors on deck. So not just, and we're not sexist. So actors, actresses, people that can edit. We all need to have a collective and help each other, you know. I'm really building a film conglomerate. I got, in terms of visuals, bruh, I got it on deck, you know, lighting. John got lighting and equipment as well. And I'm continuously adding to the equipment. So whatever y'all ready to do in terms of acting, film production, let's get it together. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Let's
why John trying to pull me in, bro? Why he trying to pull me in?
Damn, he that's my brother, but he is slick with the shots. You know what I mean? He is slick with the shots. He'll lull you to sleep with a little compliment, right? Like
right.
shout out to Big Rich Slaps, one of the best producers in the Bay. Then he gonna hit you with that jab. John jab different.
Yeah, he did, bro. That's crazy.
He is with the thinly veiled slights, but that's my brother though. You know what I mean? You just got to be used to dodging them. You know what I mean? But it's all good though. But so basically, the topic. I'm looking to write the topic. Hold on. Hold up. So I'm looking to write the topic. Essentially, our topic is kryptonite. Hold on, I don't even know how it was
kindness
called.
The new kryptonite?
Correct. That's what it was. Is kindness the new kryptonite? Y'all let me know in the chat. Do we got some kind people in the chat? Do we got a bunch of rude boys and rude girls or what? Let me know some. But I
gotta give a quick, you know, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a good conversation this morning, you feel me, with the homegirl. Shout out to Danita Espino, because we was talking about this and I was like, you know what, man? This needs to be a fucking topic. Because I was like, I think this can go, you know what I'm saying, a few different ways. And you know, I think it might hit home with a lot of people, man, in certain different scenarios. But I just had to go ahead and give that shout out, man, because whenever, you know what I'm saying, I'm just out and about or whatever, man, like, you know, it's happened with Razik and everything, bro. When we just have conversations, man, and some good shit come out, I'm like, man, you know, I got a lightweight speak on this. So I just had to put that out there real quick.
Okay, cool. I respect that. So essentially, this is the crux of the question. You know, is kindness the new kryptonite? But it's also a second part of the question. Does being kind equate to softness? So it's kind of like a twofold question. And we gonna get into it. So shout out Johnny, said this is a good topic tonight. So I'm gonna set it up for you, Big Rig, straight up. You know, I know that you know, you are a pretty laid back, mellow dude, you know. Some would even say that you're a nice guy, you know. That's why some people, you know, have mistakenly at one point saying, "Oh, Big Rig is a teddy bear," you know what I mean?
Hold on, bruh.
Hey,
you trying to do the John thing, bruh? You trying to
hold on. If it's up, then it's stuck, man.
Don't do me like that, bro. Do not do me.
I love it, man. Oh, shit. Hey, I ain't even got nothing to say after that.
There you go.
Go ahead, man. Keep going. Go ahead, bro. What you was telling me. Fuck it.
So what I was saying was it wasn't me, but I have heard some people say that, and I actually said mistakenly, or I could say misappropriately, have called Big Rig a teddy bear, and that I think some people were saying it as maybe a slight, and others were saying it just like to say that he's like a nice guy. But what I'm saying is people could take that him being a nice guy for, oh, he's a teddy bear. No, he's actually a grizzly bear. You know what I mean? But
Hello.
but but him being kind, you view him as a teddy bear. So I was just using you as an analogy because some people will think the same as me, right? I'm over here trying to help people out. Oh, I could get over on him. Oh, he ain't tripping off that money. You know what I mean? Oh, so you let somebody use $30, $50. In the grand scheme of things, $20 is not a lot. $50 is not a lot. But then when you down bad, or maybe your son needs something for $50, and you thinking so and so owe me $50. Okay, yeah, run that $50. And somebody say, oh man, you tripping off that funky $50? Oh man, money ain't nothing, man. You tripping, bro? If it ain't nothing, why'd you even have to borrow it from me in the first place? You know what I mean? Now you taking my kindness for weakness. You know that I'm a grizzly, but you trying to treat me like a teddy bear because you think that you can play me out of $50. Oh, you got it. You good for it. Man, you just got some rims. You just got some speakers, man. Why you complaining about 50? Now, why didn't you have 50 to begin with? Why didn't you have 100 to begin with? You notice once people got to pay it, bro, there's nobody that's more convincing than somebody that's telling a story that need some money. They gonna tell you, bro, the most compelling story you ever heard. You might tear up and be like, here, bro, take this honey, take this honey.
Right. Shout out to bro Clarence.
And then when it's time to pay them back or pay you back, oh nigga, you tripping off this funky little money?
Right.
If it's so funky, run me my funky.
Right. Run that funky
run that stanky honey right
now. Right. Run that mildew ass, you know what I'm saying?
Run that dusty, crusty honey. Go ahead. Go ahead and rock out. I just alley-oop that for you, Big Rig. You can just build on what I said. And then we gonna go to Mr. Best if you're ready.
No, man, that's a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us have all been through a situation like that, to where, you may in two different ways. So I'm gonna put one this way, but you may have went ahead and let your partner borrow, you know what I'm saying, some change, you know what I mean, and it was mentioned, you feel me, like it was a borrow thing, it was mentioned, you feel me, but at the time, that he may be in need, you know what I'm saying, maybe it may be a thing like, yeah man, just get me, you know what I'm saying, when I need it or something, and it's like, oh, okay bro, but I can get it to you in a week. Nah man, just get it to me, when I holler at you. It's like, all right bro. But now, he may get at you at a time he may get at you at a time, you know what I'm saying, where you ain't really all together.
Hold on, Big Rig. I didn't want to stop you. Bro Clarence, I know you don't usually be up this late, but if you want to come up, you definitely can come up 10, 20 minutes, whatever you got. So I didn't mean to cut you off, Big Rig, but I just thought about it. Bro Clarence never is up this late. So
hey, you could always cut me off to bring Bro Clarence up, man. I ain't mad.
Yeah, so let me know, Bro Clarence, if you're trying to come up for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however long you up, you can come bestow some knowledge on us real quick. But go ahead and rock out, Big Red.
Yeah, but just to finish up, it's noted, it was a borrow type situation, but at the same time, it was a, get me back when, I holler at you, when I need it. And it's like, okay, that's cool. But now when your partner may, need that, you may not be in the position. You feel me? And now, now it can be, some feelings involved or, something of that nature. You feel me? When I feel, the gesture and everything was cool, but it's like, what am I supposed to do, man? Am I supposed to kind of just hold on to that $50, stash it away? You feel me? keep it docked away. So, you know, that day you ask me or something for, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just one side of it. One side of it.
Exactly, but we're gonna get into it. But
Yeah.
let's get to the chat real quick. Once again, salute bro Clarence. If you want to come up, come chill out with us real quick. And John says it turned to a little ass 50 fast when they gotta pay it back. It's always like that. When they don't,
It was a big 50 when you loaded it though. Like it meant everything.
Thank you. You my brother, man. You know I love you, bro. You know I'll die for you, Big Rig. And
right.
Then it's time to pay the
Hey, who did you have fun with? We can go right now.
Yeah, boy, does it change, you know. And then the Intellectual SoapBox in the building. Go ahead and sub to his channel. He has been consistent in the month
Black
of February.
History Month, man, boy.
Black History Month. He has been banging out, doing
Shout out
some.
to that brother, man.
Correct. He's been doing some heavy production called Black is Gold. And once people get out of the Black history stigma and realize that it is American history, I'm mainly talking about non-Black people, because what they do is, oh, that's Black history, or that's their thing. Nah, you're purporting yourself to be a proud American and patriot. You can't talk about American history without talking about Black history. That's like talking about eggs but not mentioning the chicken. Sounds quite foolish, right? Exactly. That's my point. So John also
that's
said,
That's right.
So John says, I just got played for some merch by a so-called homie. I'm burnt out on people I know, rather help strangers. Now, John,
Man.
I spoke to John about this story, and this was somebody, a business partner,
Man.
that he was really, you know, that they were basically they had some endeavors together, and this person ended up kind of stiffing them on some merchandise, stiffing them on some productions, royalties, and things like that you wouldn't expect somebody that you consider your brother to do. And it is unfortunate, but sometimes some people, some strangers, I've had people from out of the country, people that was non-Black, people in different states that I barely even knew, that I knew just on some whims and some hope and some faith type stuff. And some of them, not all, but some surprisingly have been closer to me, have helped me without even me asking, bruh. Like I'm trying to turn stuff down, and some people was telling me like it's actually disrespectful to turn this help down that I'm offering you, bruh.
Right.
Like I've had people like literally push the line like, bruh, if you don't let me help you, I'm taking it as disrespect, bruh.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I believe in you, bruh. So you feel me? Like, and I'm just like, wow, bros, they like what's the and then you so used to people getting over on you that you think that they have an ulterior motive, and some of them is really just trying to help you. And then I might think, oh, this last dude burnt me, so I'm not gonna trust them. And I'm not saying you should blindly, easily, or openly just trust people out the gate, but there are some genuine people that is just down for you and you won't even expect it. And they'll be strangers. I had some strangers do some stuff for me, bro, that like, bro, damn near brought me to tears. I'm like, damn, bro, maybe there is some good in the world, you know what I mean?
Right.
Did you have anything to add? It looks like bro Clarence might come up. He said, give me a minute. And John says, whenever you gotta ask for it back, it get weird. I don't know why it gets so, bro. Why does it get so weird? And look, peep this. That's even disrespectful?
It shouldn't, but it do though.
But Big Rig, if I borrowed 100 from you, right? And I told you I was gonna pay you in 2 weeks, and now 2 weeks is up. Bro, why you shouldn't have to be tracking me down?
No, that's a fact. But I'm just saying though, you know how you got them people that be like, you know, they do something and they let you know, you know what I'm saying, they letting you borrow it, but you like, hey bro, I'll give you that in 2 weeks, bro. And they're like, nah man, it's good. Or just you know, just whenever I need you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But say sometimes though, you know, you may be in a position to where that sometime that may be in need for them, you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that other way you was putting it on, hey man, I'll get it to you in 2 weeks, and then you kind of like, you know, acting like, you know, everything is bad. Like that 2 weeks now, it's damn near got to be 3 weeks and maybe 4 weeks and maybe another, you know, conversation.
Absolutely. And not only that too, this is another thing too that I just want to add this element before I go to bro clearance, because you know this is a, you know, very pleasant surprise to have my brother up this late, you know. But another thing too, when you've been so consistent, bro, you've been so solid helping people out. So let's say I'm used to going to big rig, and every time I hit big rig, hey bro, let me borrow 100. Got you. 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 Let me borrow 100. I don't got it right now. Oh, nigga, you switching up on me? Right. Now you switching up on me? Oh, right. Big rig, you fake, bro. You know that I really need it, and now you used to be good for it.
That's
what
the
happened?
Scenario. That's the scenario I'm talking. Right.
It's like, bruh, I was good for it 5 out of 6 times. The 6th time I said, bro, I really don't got it. Now I switched up on you. Now I'm a backstabber. And all of the solid shit I did before, now it just doesn't mean anything.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But all them other times, it was always good. You know what I mean?
You saying, Big Rig?
Good. Go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Mr. Best real quick, but bro Clarence, thank you for coming up real quick. Just in case you didn't know, the premise of the entire stream is kindness the new kryptonite? And if you see also the question is kind of twofold. It says, does being kind equate to softness? So all of our commentary has been around that particular subject. So Mr. Best, go ahead and rock out, and then I'm gonna pass it to Bro Clarence right after that. Or if you're not ready, I'll go to Bro Clarence first.
I'm here, family. I'm here. Gotta give a shout out first, man. You know what I mean? To the whole team, man. The relationship team, Eazily Riggs and 3. You know, the whole team, man. Lola, everybody. Y'all know what it is, man. Queen, everybody on the team. Y'all know what it is, man. But yeah, man. I also gotta give him a shout out to, you know what I mean? The number 1 scorer, the greatest player of all time, LeBron James. Yes, sir. Gotta give a shout out to King James, man. Got a scoring record. You know what it is. You know what it is. I mean, it is what it is. He the GOAT now. I don't want to hear nothing else. Now, my grandmother always gave me this one piece of advice, and I've always stuck with it because it's actually super, super duper, duper solid and true. You know what I mean? And she said, son, don't ever give away money that you're going to need back. She said, if you're going to need it back, don't give it away. And I was like, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Because people get funny over money. Even family get funny over money. All right? People act a certain way when it comes to the funds, man, when it comes to the ducats. All right? So my thing is, if you don't have it to give away, or you definitely going to need it back, don't give it out. Don't ever give out something that you're going to need back. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So if I give money away, I'm not asking for it back. And, you know, to me, it'll just show me your integrity, especially if you say that you're going to pay it back and you never do. Then that show me you ain't got no integrity at all. You know what I mean? Then I really can't rock with you after that. You know what I'm saying? It's really a dub after that, for real. And that's just what it is, man. I mean, kindness ain't weakness. Just the fact that you just got to be smart about who you give your kindness to. That's all it is. Certain people have to earn your kindness. And if they don't earn your kindness in certain areas, don't give it to them. Salute to Mr. Bryant and Wally. I see you in the building. Daryl Lola, I see you too, bro. Johnson, different. You already know what it is. M3. Everybody in the building, I see you. See Bro Clarence, you know, sitting on the pen. I see you, Bro Clarence. You already know.
Yeah.
Bro Clarence, you been putting in that work. Just like me, been putting in that work, man. But yeah. That's the thing, y'all. Like, don't give away nothing that you're gonna need back. All right, you're gonna need it back. Don't give it out. I'm just telling you that. All right, because it may turn into a confrontation, and then you don't really want a confrontation, and you know what I mean. It just can just go left, man. So that's why if I need it back, I don't give it away. And if you promise to give it back and you don't, then that means I'm not giving you nothing else ever again in life. Like, it's cool. You cut yourself off. I'm good. know what I mean? I ain't gotta work. We ain't gotta have a conversation or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you show me who you were, point blank, period. So we just gotta be smart in those situations. You know what I mean? Just know what it is. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you know, like, I'm just gonna be honest, man. We know they ain't gonna pay back. We know. We be having that hope. Like, man, yeah, Jerome, he gonna pay me back. You know Jerome ain't gonna pay you back. You be knowing. We be knowing. We know he's not gonna pay us back, man. It's not gonna happen. Susan is not paying you back, homie. All right? She took the money. She gone. She ain't coming back. You know what I mean? Especially if they got a pattern of not paying people back. I don't know how you give people money when they got a pattern of not paying nobody back at all. Like, they got a pattern of doing that. How you giving out money for somebody who got a pattern of not paying people back? It's crazy. I see Bro Clams over there blinking. No, it's getting late. Bro Clams, go ahead and rock out. I don't want you to fall asleep on the panel. All right, so go ahead, y'all.
Hey, grand entrance and grand closing, 84, for real.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you, brother.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm using my other computer, man. Shout out to Dale Long, by the way. Hey, man, but so what's the topic again, brother?
Basically, it's saying, does being kind equate to softness, and is kindness the new kryptonite? Because simply, you know, people take your kindness for weakness. You know, you know the saying, you give an inch, people take a mile. I'd say people take 2 or 3 miles. You know, and you know how it is. Let's say you're at a Christmas party. You may be the one showing up with a bunch of gifts, but you ain't gonna be leaving with a bunch of gifts, right? If someone else is stranded, they may want you, Bro Clarence, to pick them up. But if Bro Clarence is stranded, somebody else can't pick it up. You know, so sometimes people view, hey, Bro Clarence is super nice. You know, they appreciate your kindness, but some of them kind of see you, some people, as docile or soft. You know what I mean? So that's essentially what the topic is based around. Do you believe that that's a real thing? That being kind equates to softness? Not necessarily you, but how the general public, you know, and you can use anecdotes if you got any, you know, because I don't think that's something that, you know, there's any type of surveys or Pew Research for something like that. So with this, you kind of got to just rely on, you know, your experience and expertise, you know, in society. So does being, now that I set that up, does being kind equate to softness, and is kindness the new kryptonite? Do you think that's enough for you to answer or you could just go off, Bro Clarence? Was that enough for you to go off?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Rock out.
Kindness is the new
kryptonite.
No, I'm saying it's the new currency.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kindness is the new currency, right? You can get a lot of stuff by being kind, right? It's like a currency. You can get a lot of stuff, be willing to spend a currency, right? At exchange. So kindness is that. Now, here's the thing. Just like you got a lot of people trying to rob a bank, you got a lot of people that's going to try to get over on your kindness, right? The ultimate thing, that's the problem, is in society, we can't see the heart of the man, right? We see the heart of the man. I see Great Pill, and I don't know Great Pill, and I think, oh man, Great Pill is just like me. He was raised like me. He got the same values as me. He values honesty. He may not, or vice versa. I may not. He may have these values, and I may not. So the thing is, you, in my opinion, because we all trying to be good people. Right? So in my opinion, so you don't get stepped on, you got to measure the heart of the people that you try to be kind to, male and females. Right? Because some of us, man, you be kind to people, man, and it backfires on you, man. It blow back on you, right? They take your kindness for
no.
Hey, Big Rig, trying to tell you, it happens, man. They take your kindness for ineptness, man. They take your kindness for ineptness, and they take your kindness for a soft stomach, right?
Hey, actually, bro, Clarence, you know, I just thought about this. You just was going through some YouTube fiasco where, you know, some names and some things were said about you and called. I think that was the basic, that was the perfect example of the show. You know, your kindness being taken for a weakness on certain YouTube panels and platforms. You know, if you're not loud and yelling and saying nigga this and F you and F that, then bro, he must be soft. He's not talking like this. He's not acting like this. So that's also a form of it too, you know, because I don't come on here to try to say how many bodies or what dirt I've done in the streets or anything like that. You know what I mean? All of that stuff is meaningless, frivolous, and it really holds no value to me. But for some people, if you don't present yourself as that, it could equate to softness, right? Bro, Clarence is mild mannered. Oh man, me too. Like, he don't raise his voice. Is he soft? So if, on the flip side, if I start yelling and cussing people out, does that make me hard? You see, the logic of it is very goofy and convoluted. Right. But I'm gonna let you finish, bro, Clarence, and I'm gonna go to the Gray Pill podcast. Go ahead and finish, bro. Clarence.
Real quick, man. I just want to say, you know, brothers, and you know, a lot of us is out here, especially on these YouTube streets, man. And we got to measure people before we invest in them, right? Because we invest in the wrong person, and you get some crazy attitudes. As you can see, things are popping off all over the YouTube space, man. And so, you know, you gotta measure who you're gonna be kind to. So I'm not telling you not to be kind. I'm just saying you gotta do a little more investigation, right? And so if somebody tells you,
being selective with your kindness, right?
If somebody tells you, I don't do kindness, I'm not going to return your kindness. If somebody tells you that up front,
you good, bro, Clarence. You real good, brother.
I can't be mad, right? I can't be mad at that person.
Right.
That person told me up front, I don't turn into this kind of behavior. I don't return it.
Right.
So I'm the one that tried to, I can make this person, you know, because I truly care about them, and I still do. But I just ain't gonna put myself in a position where I'm gonna be disrespected just because I have patience with some of their issues. I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I'm being disrespected. I'm gonna get off of here, but I just want to take you guys up on your invite, man. I appreciate y'all so much.
Salute, bro, Clarence.
You're doing some good work.
I salute you for that, bro, Clarence.
But I'm telling y'all, man, this year it's gonna be the year to troll. Don't get caught up in a whole bunch of drama. Stay drama free as you can, but measure who you doing that to. And if they tell you something up front, I don't do this, I don't return it, I'm not gonna be friendly like you being friendly to me. I'm gonna be like that to you. Don't be mad and say, well, they didn't do that. I was nice to them. They should have returned it. They already told you they're not gonna do that. So you gotta to yourself, okay, now that was a good lesson for me because I learned, okay, now I'm not gonna do that anymore. If somebody tell me up front, I'm gonna respect that. See, I didn't respect that. I'm gonna respect that because I respected myself as well. But anyway, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all having me on. Shout out to Big Rig. Shout out to B-Eazy Dat Dude. Shout out to Mr. Best. Shout out to the great.
Yes,
shout out to all of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. But a brother like me got to go home and get to bed, man. So I will see y'all on the next one, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.
Night, bro, Clarence.
Thank you for sliding through, bro, Clarence.
B-Eazy, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll make it quick. And I think a lot of times too, when somebody is being super like aggressive, or they trying to bait you into something, especially on the YouTube thing, a lot of times, you know, I'll say all of the times I just address it backstage, because once I address it backstage and I get the real you. While you're on camera, you're probably gonna give me a performance. You're probably going to give me you know, an Emmy award, Grammy award-winning performance. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be theatrics, fireworks, it's gonna be cheerleaders and everything else. But then once I speak to you behind the scenes, everything really shows its face. So that's what I do. I like to speak to people behind the scenes, because then I really can get that one-on-one time with you that, you know, you may need, and then we can really iron things out. But when that camera's on, a lot of times they get to the theatrics, you know what I'm saying, and the threats and the things that they're not gonna even do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I really don't let people bait me into that bullshit, man, because I already know it's all cap. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So just real quick, because I'm gonna go to Gray Pill, but I just want to get the complete summary of what you're saying. So are you saying in these YouTube, because I don't really call them beefs, because you know, in the streets, you know, beef is something different. If you know about Biggie Smalls, beef is when you're scared to go to sleep. Beef is, you know, when people know your first and last name. That's real beef. Beef is when you have to worry about, hey, is somebody gonna pull up? I'm not condoning any of that type of stuff, but that's how sick beef gets. So let's not even do that now. I call them conflicts, skirmishes, spats, and things like that, because it can kind of diminish what it is. And like you said, all of this stuff is cap anyways. None of these dudes is doing that is gonna really pull up, because the dudes that pull up, they're not online yelling, you feel me? So but what I want to just get the complete summary was, Mr. Best, is based on your experience, are you saying that in the back chat and the private communication, you're able to de-escalate conflict, but when you're doing it in real time in, you know, a panel type of setting, typically people are, you know, want to escalate it, right?
Yeah, because they want to get that viewership up, and especially if they're in that beef sector and that sector where they just like to talk about people all the time, then yes, they're going to try to make it something more than what it is. Because, you know what I mean, once you already talk to them already behind the scenes, and you already feel them out, and now they want to do the theatrics, then it's just like, it's all good, bro. You know, John, it's all good, bro. It's all good. You know what I mean? But yeah, they truly do front for the camera, man. They do. You know what I mean? They're going to stun in front for the camera. They're going to fake it until they make it. They're trying to go viral. You got to remember that. The viral thing is a real thing. So when you know they're trying to go viral, you know it's not really them. Like, you just ignore it. And plus, especially if they live like thousands of miles away, they live in a whole different side of the country, or they don't even live in the country, how far can this really go? And are you going to really spend your dollars to go see them? You're not. And are they really gonna spend $8 to see you? No. They're not. I've been seeing the same dudes threaten each other online for over a year and a half now, and ain't none of y'all do nothing, and ain't none of y'all will. And that's all I gotta say about that.
and some of them have been in the same city too, like, so they've been making these.
Oh, that's another crazy one. That's another crazy one. I was in your city. Oh, you was? Okay, cool. Hope you had a good time.
You can try this food spot. You definitely wasn't about to pull up. You didn't bring no weaponry on the plane. You didn't bring a bunch of goons on the plane. A lot of you dudes is out of shape. You feel me? You know, small and skinny, tall and fat, out of shape. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. A lot of y'all is not prepared for any type of battle, no type of war, intellectually, physically, spiritually. But like you were saying, Mr. Best, it's like a sickness where everybody is trying to go viral. You know what I mean? Here, let me show my kid and go viral. Here, let me twerk and try to go viral. Here, let me argue like a little bitch on a panel and try to go viral. Anything they try to do, they trying to go viral with it, right? Here, let me show some guns to go viral. Even though I might get caught up with the feds, at least I go viral by showing guns and drugs at the expense of going viral. Yeah, it's weird, bro. But Gray Pill, you pretty much heard most of the conversation. Or if you need me to fill you in or pose a question for you, I could do that.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Or are you pretty much up to speed?
I appreciate that if you don't mind.
Okay, cool. So, basically,
hey, Gray Pill, hold on, real quick, B-Eazy. Hey, Gray Pill, man, you always be disciplined, though, bro. I can say that much, bro. You feel me? I appreciate that in you, though, man.
Hey,
for real. Go ahead, be easy.
I got sure. I was gonna clip something. I was on somebody's stream, and I swear to you, bro, you just see this, and then you just hear like two women just, and then out of nowhere, a loud voice came out of nowhere. It's like, let Gray Pill speak. He's been so patient.
I literally was about to change your shit to the patient pill podcast,
Right,
because bro,
right.
That's
A pill laid back on a recliner or something. Shit.
Are you a monk? Are you a monk, Gray Pill?
You're the second person to say that. My mom said that one time when I had like the worst.
For real.
No, I'm telling you, she said the same thing. I had the worstest breakup. I think like in my early 20s, and I don't know. I just didn't. I felt it, but I didn't feel it. Like a crazy reaction, like all that. And I remember I came in the house. I came in to visit my mom, and she was listening to some tape recorder of this person that was like disrespecting me. And this was a relationship I had in my 20s. And the look on her face had me feel bad for her. And she's like, man, she's like, if my husband would have saw this tape, he'd have killed me, brought me back to life, and took me out again. She's like, you must be a monk or something. I just looked at her like, yo, welcome to life. Yeah, what that premise, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, that I was just asking that, but I just wanted you to chime in. I had to laugh at this. This was funny. I ain't gonna lie, M3. I thought you were asleep, but that does have a ring to it. The Gray Monk podcast, that does sound fire.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's catchy.
It do.
It is catchy, bro. So shout out M3. That was fire. But John also said, back to the viral point, they go viral for snitching, and they snitching on themselves, you know what I mean? So it's like,
bruh, that's another topic, bro, because that's a whole we didn't grow up on that hype, bro. You know, that's crazy.
I never remember me self-snitched on myself before.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And no way, bro.
And Gray Pill, even that kissing and telling stuff is snitching, bro.
Right.
It really is. What you get online and say, I smashed this chick and we did it behind the park, and then I took her to the Radisson, bro. You just snitched for no reason.
I still remember all the secrets I held from high school. Everybody, because I like my Facebook page is like everybody I actually know, right? Or actually work with. I'm still looking at the pictures like, I know that person was a hoe all through high school. I know this chick was smashing all the football players. I literally remember this one girl, the rumor was, it was confirmed, she smashed the whole football team. And there was another one, me and I know a whole bunch of stuff in high school. To this day, they're married, they live their best life, they happily family. And I'm still just looking like, you were so nasty in high school.
Guzzlers.
Yeah, you and I was and I was down with you. And I was I was watching
rippers, runners, track.
He said I was watching it.
I was part of it, you know? Big. I was the Black Hugh Hefner. My mom had this nice little house in Jersey. Bro, I was like the Black Hugh Hefner. I'll play hooky, do my thing. I'll have a little robe on, just walk around. Cause my mom always cooked these big dinners. Bro, I'm telling you, high school was lit. College
was ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah, I was coming in there like I was walking down the stairs like Mr. Perfect.
Hello, ladies.
You couldn't tell me nothing. I had the basement.
Hey man, salute to the real playboys, man. We keep their mouth shut for real.
No, that's for real though, 84. That's for real, brother.
No snitch, bro.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing. If we did, I would tell Gray Pill, but Gray Pill wouldn't tell nobody else. It wouldn't go around like, yeah, you know, B-Eazy smashed Becky, and then you go tell Big Rig, and then you send a chain letter of who I smashed.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Where they do that at?
Hey, M3 is in the chat going crazy on you right now, B-Eazy. I don't know what is going on, bro.
He said, I imagine B-Eazy snitching right now to his homies. I smashed this girl and I liked it.
Hey, what's understood don't need to be explained. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Facts.
That's it.
This is what I don't get, and I told my homie this already, bruh. Once I've already got them goodies, bruh, I've already got them, bruh. It doesn't serve any purpose to me to say, Mr. Best, you know I hit that, right? Hey, Big Rig, you know I hit that, right?
Right.
The Great Pill, you know I hit that, right? I personally was inside of them guts. I know how it felt. So it doesn't do anything euphoric for me to call and tell another man, you know I was in them guts. It's just like if you play sports or something and you dunk the basketball. If I go dunk, I'm not going to call Great Pill and say, bro, you know I dunked. Nah, come see me on the court and I'll dunk again. Come see me in the club and I'll pull another chick. You know what I mean?
Man, you may be with Bees, you may be with one, you know what I'm saying? And you about to knock that one down. You see one, you already knocked down. She see both of y'all. You just give her a little quick hug. Say, okay, hey, good seeing you, girl. Have a good day. You keep walking, and the girl that you with don't even know that you done laid down everything that's up in here because you ain't snitching. No,
That
has happened.
And that was a good one because a lot of cats won't be able to maintain their composure. I actually talked to one of my boys and he was like, bro, I smashed all these chicks. Like, you ain't nervous? He was sweating and all that. I'm like, bro, what do you have to sweat? You're not with any of them right now. But he was like, what if they find out that I smashed all of them? And to your point, Mr. Best, how would they have found out unless you went and snitched them? None of them chicks knew each other. But
they show us hell ain't to speak on it.
Yeah, he was sweating so much because they was all in the same building. Like, bro, I just don't want him to. I ain't trying to deal with no drama and all this stuff. John know what I'm talking about, but it's like, look, bro, how is they gonna know? And then let's just say that they do find out, bro, you're not with any of them. You don't have any obligation to the chick, and this could kind of be this where the kindness does kind of be softness. You trying to be kind to some chicks that, bro, they done already moved on. They done already had a bunch of kids, gained a bunch of weight, but because you smashed them in the past, you worried about, man, am I gonna look like a womanizer? Am I gonna look like a misogynist?
Am I gonna look like a complete douche up in this month?
You know, it's funny. That reminds me of my old neighbor. It was a older guy, and he just
what I'm saying. I was saying like if they find out that I smashed all of these chicks, but
yeah, he was that guy. He would date everybody. He just like the young. Yeah, he just liked the young girls. He was my next door neighbor, old head, and he always said like, I like them young. But look at these ratchet chicks. I don't judge him like the type of quality girls he get, but he get little women, right? So, but he'll date multiple girls in the vicinity. Like it could be like 10-minute drive, 20-minute drive in the area. So, and his car was like next to mine. So one time he bought him a new car. He subbed out a truck for a car. So it was like similar to mine. So I kind of looked up and I kept seeing like, you're going to see who comes through, your area. So he'd come out with that little big grin. You know how most of the old cats like, yeah, like that. And I'm like, he's like, I like him young. I like him young. I said, bro, I wouldn't be doing that close to home. And then he just like, I said, okay. And then so one chick, Lily came to the house. All I heard was, and no disrespect to the old heads out there. This is how far back I go with the old heads. You know how when the old heads say just like one word or one phrase, then they're done with you, and then they just start acting accordingly. So all I heard was this one phrase, like, I'm done with you or I'm tired with you, and then the door slammed. And then so I got up in the morning going to work or where I was going, and I saw his whole car just keyed up. And then so he was talking about it, and I was like, yo, is this going to be a problem? Because I don't want this chick coming at one night thinking my car, your car, and keyed up my car. It's going to be a problem. Nah, I'm good. I was okay. Tell you, man, I don't know. Just move accordingly. That's all I can say, Mr. Best. Just move accordingly.
But see, Great Pill, what happens is a lot of dudes, they're not used to being around women. They just want attention. And they're used to getting attention. So they act worse than a female when they finally get attention. You feel what I'm saying, Great Pill? And then on top of that, men got to understand this. And one thing, and I can't believe I'm giving out this much game, but I just got to give out this game a little bit. Just a little bit. I ain't going to give too much game. The game is to be sold, not to be told. But I got to give a little bit of this game. Right? I got to give a little bit of this pimping. Now, what men have to understand is that women do not want to be known as whores. Okay? You can see women act like whores, right? You can see them even make music like whores, right? But they don't want to be known as whores. No woman wants to be known as a whore. Okay, no woman. I'm telling you, no woman at all. You know what I mean? That's why you see all these rappers out here, and we can name a whole list of rappers who out here talking about all types of stuff. They go home to their man, they go cook and clean and serve. You know what I mean? They go take care of their kids because no woman, and this is what men have to understand. This is why you don't snitch on yourself, and you act accordingly. No woman, no matter how whore she is, does not want to be known as a whore. None of them do. I'm telling you, that's a fact.
I agree. Going back,
which is why. My
go ahead.
bad.
I'm sorry.
Did y'all hear
B-Eazy.
me?
Yeah, you go ahead, B-Eazy.
Yeah, my bad. I just want to say this real quick because Grey Pill, you was cooking, but yeah, like to your point, Mr. Best, how you said they don't want to be known as a whore. They don't want to be known. They don't want to be viewed. They don't mind being viewed as a whore. They just don't want being viewed as a whore being seen as a negative. That's why they talk about slut shaming and the slut walk. When they go and dress very scantily like sluts, basically showing all of their cleavage, but they're saying, don't judge me for this, right? Do not slut shame me for literally acting like a slut. Don't don't hoe shame me. Don't fat shame me. So they still want to be sluts. It's just they don't want it to be a negative connotation towards it. Don't judge me for being slutty. Don't judge me for being a hoe. Hoe lives matter. That's essentially what they're saying to you. So, it's kind of tricky, bro, because of all this sexual liberation and stuff. But when they have sons, they don't want their sons to choose a hoe, right?
Facts, crazy. Facts. And then on top of that, real quick, before Great Pill go, on top of that too, right? Like a lot of women too, they see the backlash that the women who are doing the slut shaming thing. Like they see the backlash of that, right? So they see the backlash of, okay, if I'm out here saying don't slut shame me, look at what these women have to go through who kind of stand for that movement. They got to go through a lot of stuff, right? A lot of them can't find husbands. A lot of them can't find nobody to really be with them. And no real man really takes them seriously, especially if they know they're a whore. I ain't going to take you seriously. You're a hoe. So why would I take you seriously? Go ahead, Great Pill.
Yeah, which denial, I agree with that. Which denial kicks in because then when they treat them like how they present themselves, and then now the response to them is, why are they acting like this? And that becomes a whole nother side conversation. But back to the question to B-Eazy saying about the whole kindness. I agree to a little bit what you're saying. Well, pretty much everything, but there's one part as far as and this is me adding on just for another perspective, 84 with the the backstage conversation stuff like that's a given because you're selecting people like who you cool with, and if something comes another way, like, hey, let me have that talk, then that's another way kind of vet and fill them out. So I'm good with that option too. Also, another one is just be yourself. I get YouTube, so I'm saying on a regular basis, just be you. So if you get caught behind the scenes or somebody pull you over to the side, you're still you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as YouTube goes, if you are that persona and you are that theatrical whatever and you are that character on YouTube, totally get it. My issue with just overall as far as kindness, because I pretty much have to echo chamber myself on this one because I said it to me is annoying that I have to be that nice guy or I have to be the guy I have to fall back and be nice just to make sure everything goes accordingly. That literally annoys the crap out of me because I look and listen like I know I'm not the smartest person in the world. I know I don't got all the degrees and everything else, but how am I the one with less degrees than you, less maybe education to you, less maybe financials and career and all this stuff that everybody always brag about they have, but I can actually figure out and have common sense and say, hey, this makes sense. So why are you not understanding the sense that I'm saying too? So now I got to be the nice guy because you're a jerk or you're disrespectful or you're unkind. That's crazy. So what I do, put the monk hat on, be me, and go and move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna admit I am low-key petty. So when I do that, I slip a card in my sleeve. I slip another card in my sleeve, then it becomes 52 pickup. Because what happened is when all the cards of the deck fall, now people are gonna act like, well, why Great Pill coming at me, with the jokes and the low-key jabs and the undertones? because remember that time we had a conversation. Remember that time you said this. Remember that time that's what's gonna happen. You know,
building up that arsenal.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So, but back to kindness. I'll leave it like this: just in real world, be as polite and kind as you can. Give as much respect as respect given. Far as the YouTube spaces, understand the spaces that you dwell. And I'll give an example. Hey, I think it's a great platform. Y'all do a lot of various things that I don't do on my channel, but I understand how this platform is ran. It's definitely with respect. So I'm gonna give respect when I even first come on. If I'm a stranger to y'all, if me and B-Eazy or Big Rig or 84, if we happen to be on other panels, or if y'all guys are guests on my end, y'all gonna still give respect. But at the end of the day, this is YouTube. This is the team of 84, M3, B-Eazy, Big Rig. You know what I'm saying? So whatever y'all guys say goes. If y'all hit me up later, like, hey man, you don't have to apologize to crap to me. I understand what y'all doing, and that's the problem. People, I think that's the disconnect with people. People will think like I'll use Mark example. I think me and Mark is cool. I can say, as far as YouTube goes, I can kind of consider him as a brother and a friend, right? We got you the contact, anything else. If something happened, this is low key, and I can, and Mark has noticed, and I can pretty much say the story. It was the beginning of my career of YouTube, and Marcus had I guess a conversation with her, right? So he was the first wrench holder, and him and somebody had a conversation. I don't really too much know the detail of it, and he muted the person. And I react. I said, "Yo, don't mute nobody. As long as they've been disrespectful, I don't care. Let them have a conversation." That was it. Now, in those negative spaces, most people will go in a whole tangent, an hour conversation, and divert the conversation. No, it got checked right then there. I kept the conversation going. Now, when I was done, I knew I was going to see Marcus down the space, whatever. Why am I call this man up? Again, he's a man like I'm a man. Why am I call this man up and try to chastise him like he's a kid? I'm not going to do that. When I saw him, because we pretty much was found on the same spaces, and I came on, I was like, hey, you know you messed up, right? He's like, yeah. I was all right, we ain't going to have to talk no more. That was it. That's literally how you're supposed to move. If he understands, I understand, we both have a good understanding, we're great. I think that's the disconnect with people. I think people make a lot of YouTube friends and then they think they actual real friends when realistically they not real friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I really people give me their numbers. I really don't even use nobody's phone number. I probably use one YouTuber number is when they text me and I responded. And we met in YouTube, we met in emails, we met in DMs. Maybe that's a Jersey me. I like to keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm calling you from. I'm not really gonna a number person because I think that's a little bit too personal. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I leave it. So yeah, but with the kindness, separate the two. If you're on YouTube, you're a YouTube person. If you're calling yourself a content creator, you're a content creator. If you're putting content out, you are an influencer. So that means whatever you come out your mouth and say, somebody's listening in the clouds. Somebody is listening that's a subscriber or a regular viewer or a wrench holder, what have you. They're listening and they're watching. Everybody's not dumb. You got a lot of people I see in these spaces that well educated, well can read body language, even if you can just lie out your behind. Trust and believe me. The algorithm, man, 84 at this conversation, YouTube puts you everywhere just to test you on the algorithm. So just don't think like, oh, well, I just see you in a panel. No, somebody's watching. Somebody's always watching. Just be careful what you say. Be careful the content you put out. If you're saying you are a kind person, just continue to be a kind person. If you're speaking positive and whatever your niche is for yourself, then do that type of content. Keep doing that. But if you kind of do the mix up, like I'm gonna go the stuff y'all was saying, I'm gonna go head in with the fights and the rah-rah and all this stuff, then it becomes you're discrediting yourself. You know, then people have to pick up the piece and try to figure out who you really are. And then the actual people that's I don't really I got lives, I got real jobs, they're gonna drain them. It's like, you know what, this is not for me. Because me realistically, the monk common sense, you know how easy that is, Big Rig? It's not the fact that I got a life. It's literally like, it's none of my business. This is not what I came here for. And I generally don't care. I really don't care. That's just me. You know, I don't do the whole bragging like, well, I got this at the house, whatever. I can have a 1-bedroom part, which I had before. I can have a 1-bedroom apartment, one TV, one little twin size bed. I am good. As long as my music playing, the internet's working, I am so content with me. And I think that's the disconnect what people have with just real life, and then the people on YouTube, and then people go in so much depth, like it's like an ongoing, what's the 8th season of YouTube drama, or the 9th season of the Chronicles of YouTube drama, or the 10th season of the sporadic episodes of blah blah blah. So,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. And I just want to touch on a little bit further, because I did actually bring up Amber Rose with the slut shame, but of course she's not the only one. She just was one of the prominent figureheads when it came to that. So that prompted Johnson Different to send me something on IG. And I'm just going to interject this into the discussion real quick, because y'all may have heard of this. And if y'all haven't, you will hear of it now. And I would love for you gentlemen to chime in, and the chat as well. So everyone knows Amber Rose. If you don't, do a quick Google search. I won't wait for you to do the Google search, but you can find out who she is. Wow. Amber Rose shares her 9-year-old son defended her against his friend who asked about her OnlyFans page. Okay, so this is what happened. She did an interview. I'm not going to play the interview. You know, maybe I'll do an in-depth, but I don't care about her that much and her, you know, thought-horrific ideology. But what she said is, at school, her son is 9. She said, according to her, the person that was interviewing her saying, by the time he's 5, he's going to start Googling you and seeing everything. But she's saying that she doesn't hide her OnlyFans and her stripper pass from her 9-year-old son. She also recalled that a classmate, her 9-year-old son's classmate, said, hey, bro, your mama got an OnlyFans. So imagine that these kids are 9. This was before he was 9. So let's just say he was between the age of 5 and 7 or 5 and 9. Imagine these kids are 5 and 9 and they're talking about one of the classmates' mama got an OnlyFans. Anyways, she said she recalled the conversation about her son telling her that the classmate seen her OnlyFans. She says, I had a whole conversation with them about it. She noted that whoever told him that, their parents are ignorant, because obviously he got it from his parents. So she's saying that the little kid who's between 5 and 9 is ignorant, just like his parents, because he's clowning her son that his mama got an OnlyFans. And she said that her son's retort was, when it comes to women, you have to let women do what they need to do to support their families. And she said that her son also... She's saying that her son is a feminist, and she's saying that the young kid was mocking her 9-year-old son, and he said, bro, you can't say that. You have to let a woman do what she wants with her body. That's not cool. You can't do that. And she's going on these interview tours saying how proud she is of her son, how proud a feminist her son is. I just had to add that in, bro, because it goes to the point of, yes, a lot of these chicks are slutting, are hoeing it up, and they get mad that you say that, but they're not mad that you're calling them a slut. They're mad that it has a negative connotation. That's the only thing that they're mad about. She's talking to her kid about it to normalize it. She's saying that the kid's ridiculing you. they're the ones in the wrong. They shouldn't be talking about your mama busting it open. How does a 5-year-old or 6-year-old know about their classmates' OnlyFans? That your mom is starting it up on OnlyFans, and you're saying that your son is a feminist? This is wild, bro. But y'all could chime in. A Big Rig, I would love to hear what you got to say, because I know you got to.
Well, I can answer your question. He was asking pretty much a open question. It's like, how would his kids know? It was his mother. You said it best. The mother was running her mouth. She's open. She's so open with the son, so she probably open with everybody else. Even, you know, let's just say she was. Remember them loudmouth moms or aunties and women back in the day that just talk, and the kids be all over the place. That's pretty much what it was.
No, she said she has conversations with him. Like it's not like he overheard. Yeah, she did a whole interview of it. I just don't want to, pull it up. But she said that, she kind of like to sit down, when you talk about the tooth fairy, instead of talking about the tooth fairy, she is talking about the stripper fairy. What you got?
Well, you could hear it in the way you said the little dude was responding. That was all his mom. All his talking points that he was responding, how he was responding was his mom. Just like Grape Hill said, like she was in his head, bro. Like that's just like you said, that's what the conversation was. That was the horror fairy or whatever you said, bro. You know what I mean? That's what it's just that's what it is, man. And that's why, like, just I think people be forgetting, because they're stars or whatever, they're kind of like in a different status, right? But I think they just be forgetting, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't a sitcom, this ain't a reality show, you know what I mean? These is your kids, you feel me? Like, this is real deal. Like, you putting what you're doing as an adult and the choices you made kind of like on your kid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know. That's kind of how I see it with that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Let me just get to the chat real quick, and then we're gonna go to Queen and see if she's ready to chime in. I don't know.
Hold on, no, let me just say something real quick before you get to the chat. Because I just wanted to hit on the other note real quick, because we got some people in. So I mean, I know it's gonna get kind of we're gonna be here for a little second. The thing that I was getting at also with the topic is how people in their heart they do good, you feel me, like they do good things, like help you out, you like you said, you have a flat tire, maybe you can cut your grass or something, so they may come through and cut your grass for you, you know what I mean, just the kindness of their heart. But when you're a person like that, and you don't expect anything, right? You know what I'm saying? But are there people that are kind like that, bro, and do expect something, though? You see what I'm saying?
Could you repeat that question?
Well, it's like, you can do things, bro, out of the kindness out of your heart, with no, I don't want nothing for this. This is just what it is, bro. I don't want nothing. But then at the same time, other people that may do that, are they expecting something back, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
yes,
one thing,
of the time people are expecting.
Like, what? Because some people's intentions can come off as if, hey, it's all good, but is it really all good?
No, it's not.
I mean, some people really genuinely, really do care, and they really do love.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And they actually really just want to help you. Some people do. Some people ain't looking for nothing back. I'm one of those people. I don't look for nothing back. Like, I just genuinely want to help. You know what I mean? And it's like it rigs, like myself, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and when you really care about somebody, you care about them deeply. It's not a game with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think people like that are missing nowadays. Most people are out for self. They're out for clickbait. You know what I mean? They're trying to take whatever. They're trying to get money in whatever way they can, and they don't care who they got to step over. They don't care who they got to hurt. They don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? Which I always say most people are trash. I do say that a lot. And I kind of mean that. You know what I mean? There's a rare breed of people who are actually not only good, but also great as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody could be great in the field, but that don't make them good in the field. I mean, but Mike Tyson said that. You got a lot of great people, but you ain't got a lot of good people. So good people are really hard to find, man. Very hard to find. Find one, you better hold on to them. That's why, like one person I know that's like super good in my life. You know what I mean? And sometimes a lady get upset about this when I say this. Not the fact I don't care about my lady, but I just got to keep it real. When she's like, "Why you always say him?" But it's because my brother, man, is the most solid person I know. Period. I remember asking for $30 one time, and this was years back, about 6 years ago. I asked him for $30 one time, and he gave me 40. I said, "Why you asked me for 30?" I said, "Why you gave me 40?" He said, "Because you asked me for 30." You know what I'm saying? So he did more than what I needed.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's that. I was like, yo, I already love my brother for life, but that was badass.
That was
like even more. Know what I mean? Even more. Know what I mean? So if anything ever happened to my brother,
got an echo or something.
It might be me, bro. I'm gonna go on mute. But if anything ever happened to my brother, I would truly be lost. So yeah, I would truly be lost, man. If something happened to my brother, like for real.
Your brother, he all right. He all right. He ain't all right, but he all right.
Hey, B, I didn't want to take you from the chat. I just kind of wanted to put that out there real quick in case somebody else kind of picked up on it. But go ahead and hit the chat so we can go ahead and get rolling with Queen and whoever else wants to speak.
All right, cool. You all good? All right.
Well,
so I'm not sure exactly where I left off at, but I'm going to just try to run through the main ones. There was spark of discussion, but Vouaghn Bryant says, I just recently heard people threaten each other's lives in front of God, YouTube, and everybody. And this is just going straight back to what we talking about, man. I've seen, some really solid people be threatened. I've had one person attempt to threaten me, but then he said, bro, I was just joking. I was just trolling. And I told him, like, look, bro, I don't even really be doing these troll games, bro. So I'm going to just leave off the panel. I'm not sticking around. I'm not playing these games, bro. And people were saying, kind of to the point that we were alluding to earlier, people be thousands of miles away. Nobody is going to, buy a flight, right? But knowing that a lot of people will try to truly trigger you, you know what I mean? They'll say whatever. They'll talk about your mama, your wife, your kids, anything that gets you yelling and dropping F-bombs and want to jump through the screen. But you know that you're not going to do it, bruh. You don't even know where these people is. Even if I say, well, come to Georgia. How many cities is it in Georgia? Come to Cali, bro. You know what I mean? Nobody is going to take the round trip. And, bro, if you come out here to Cali looking for something, it's a one-way ticket, bro. So let's not even play like that, bro. But that's why I don't make threats, bro. When I make a statement, it's a statement of fact, bro. I'm not doing the threats, bro. You know what I mean? I'd rather try to talk it out and just say, hey, bro, none of this is worth it. Bro, let's go to the back chat, like Mr. Best is saying, because then we'll see what you're really about. Let's stop the theatrics where there's no audience or anything like that. Because I tell people, bro, if you really want to pull up, come by yourself, bring whatever you're going to bring and meet at a neutral location. Don't call nobody. Don't do nothing else, bro. If you seen any of these movies, Game of Thrones, Troy and stuff, that's how they do. They not calling reinforcements. You got to pull up by yourself and stand on what you saying by yourself. Since you're not prepared to do that, you can't rely on your subscribers, can't rely on your panel members. It's just you. Since you're not really built like that, bro, let's not even get into that, bro. You know what I mean? But in the main dudes making threats of people, those are the ones that's not really built like that. Same dudes talking about, you know, these chicks is masculine. Yeah, you ain't getting no chicks, bro. You feel me? If that's your complaint, bro, you shouldn't even be dealing. I don't even make the. She won't submit. Like, all right, you're an incel. I got you. You know what I mean? But Eso says, we was born naked. We all naked under these clothes in poverty. OnlyFans is only available to paying customers. Legalize prostitution. Now, I'm not against the legalization of prostitution because I know it's the negative stigma out here in America, but in many other countries it's legalized. But you don't need to be talking about prostitution, stripping, and OnlyFans to a 9-year-old, in my belief.
Did that brother go from biblical to legalizing prostitutes, bro?
Hey, thank you. Hey, I was trying to gloss over that. I was trying to gloss over
what the freak was that, bro?
But you did try to drop like a holy sermon,
and then ended it with.
Then sprinkle some feminism in there. then he sprinkled some activism in there in poverty. So he over here.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
that brother, he must be reading a lot of books or something. He put together a cold little.
He flipped it.
I don't even know. Shit, that was out there like, wait, it made sense, but it was just like, damn, bro, did you really put those together like that?
That was a heavyweight. That was out there like Buster Douglas. But Brian says, how does a 9-year-old see another person's OnlyFans page? Is it open to everyone? Well,
that's definitely the parents.
Correct. Yes. And now some people that they'll pay for OnlyFans, and then they'll get like a Reddit or a Patreon and get other people to pay for their Patreon, and then they'll show other people's OnlyFans stuff, you know, in their Patreon or Reddit or Thread, because they do screen records and stuff like that. So and now with these kids 9 years old, when we were growing up 9 years old, people would say that's a baby. Now there's a 9-year-old that just graduated from high school. So shout out to that young brother.
I've seen that on your story. Yeah, that's dope.
And I'm not saying he's the only one ever, but I don't know many 9-year-olds that is graduating from high school. It's high schoolers that barely graduating from high school. But he said, let them women do what they will. See, this is just a super vague, loaded, nebulous comment. Let them women do what they will. Okay, so just let them walk around being slutty, let them do drag shows in front of kids, let them do all of this other type of stuff. I'm not saying that whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, what exactly are you advocating for? Because something nebulous and vague like this, let them women do what they will. We see what they're doing. Of course, we're not talking about all. We're only talking about a specific contingent of women that are doing some rather toxic and unscrupulous behavior. And then someone is saying, let them women do what they will. What are you saying? Like, let them strip more, let them hoe more, let them
just be a donkey, basically.
Yeah, I would
love and be accepting of it.
And he said, salute to that man. Very mature. And I do agree that was a maturity on the part of this 9-year-old. In my belief, a 9-year-old shouldn't be adopting feminist ideology. People say that the brain doesn't fully form until you're in your 20s. So 20s. Even though he's mature for a 9-year-old, he's really not that mature. In my belief, this is just my belief, to be having sit-down conversations with his mom about how she used to
That's a fact, bro.
Just stay in a child's. Just stay in a child's. I think that's the
premise. Stay in a child's place.
Stay in a child's place. That's it. If he's 9, I get it. You know, parents want to give the best education for their kids because you can afford it. Cool, do that. But if you know that's how you making your source of income by showing your tatas to anything else. And I'm sure she is, but I'll even give her one because I don't know her. I don't even really invade in that little side of the conversation, but that did sound like an interesting interview to listen to. But
Yeah,
Most
we might have to unpack that interview. So I'm gonna hit y'all up about unpacking that interview because ESO seems to think that we are slut shaming. He thinks that we are slut.
Can I go real quick? Because I need to go soon.
All right, go ahead, Queen.
Go ahead, Queen.
I'm gonna say that I think, like I said before, just because you can reproduce doesn't mean you should.
What?
People don't realize that the things that they do today not only affect them, but tomorrow it affects everyone else. This young man's going to grow up and he may have a horrible view on certain things or a great view on things. But everything that you teach him at home will affect how he interacts with other people later on. And I don't think that just because you can have the conversation, you should have the conversation. Kids should be kids. And this is the problem with technology and how we allow technology to raise our kids, that kids are growing up way too fast. They're growing up, they're dealing with things that they are not emotionally or mentally mature enough to handle. Now, that was a great response, but what if it was someone who wasn't as secure or confident as a little kid? That could have really affected them. And these parents showing their kids certain things or talking in front of their kids, these parents should be ashamed of themselves. One, on that note. And we should slut shame and whore shame and everything else. Two, if you have a good heart, like the title is, you shouldn't allow anybody to deter you from who you are. I have a motto, just like Mr. 84. I grew up, my mother was very giving. My parents were very loving. At one point, as a little kid, I didn't even know how many brothers and sisters I had because so many kids of the neighborhood would always run to my mother and father and be in my house. That was like where everybody was. So this is what I was taught as a young girl. This is why I am in the social services field, because of my parents. And one thing my mother always told me was that, okay, I'll give you an example. There was a neighbor who no one liked on the block. They had a lot of drama in their house, a lot of riffraffs. And when the house burned down, everybody in the neighborhood celebrated. My mother went around to everyone in the neighborhood, collected enough money to get their house rebuilt and to put them in a hotel for 6 months. And everyone said, the only reason why we're giving is because of you. My mother said there are kids, parents, pregnant. There was a pregnant girl there that are displaced. And you shouldn't have that heart despite the drama that they brought to the neighborhood. So I have a motto that I don't throw my pearl to a pig, but if you need me, I'll still be there. My pearl is my heart, my soul, and everything that encompasses me. Now, I'm not going to just give it to anybody, but if you need help, I'll help you. If I have it, you got it. With no questions asked, I don't even look for it back. Because if I'm able to give it, then that means I was blessed enough to have it. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. Don't let people stop you from giving to. Just realize who you're giving to and realize the response. You know, because when people show you who they are, believe them. Don't question it. Believe them.
I like that saying, Queen. I never heard that before, so thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. What saying? I said a lot. Sorry. What saying were you talking?
She did say a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, you said a lot, Queen. She wanted her props, but you did that though.
You don't throw your
like
pearls
pinpoint
to
where I killed it, y'all. Pinpoint where I killed it.
Well,
don't throw your pearls to pigs.
That's biblical.
Okay, again, thank you for sharing that.
So,
thanks for dropping that gem, Queen.
So you guys have a great night. Stay up when it's up, and hold on. Okay.
All right.
Hold on to your love in Vogue. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Queen.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And actually, I just dug up some more information, bruh. So look, not only I was trying to move on from this, but I had to add this, bruh. So they're saying Amber Rose told her son, because she's doing this interview, so maybe we'll unpack the interview, but she said, Mommy has to make money to pay for your nice school and your vacations to Six Flags and Universal Studios. So if anybody is using shaming language, she using it on her own son. Like, son, don't you want to go to Six Flags and Universal Studios? How do you think mommy pays for it? By
Daddy,
showing cool. It's
my
like
dad's Wiz Khalifa.
correct, but what she's saying, you gotta let women do what they need to do to support their families, which is exploiting the child support system and busting it open, and then
manipulation, bro.
And no, Pete, this is the ultimate manipulation right here. So I told you what she said. She said she overheard another young boy, mocking him. Oh man, your mama got an OnlyFans page, basically saying your mama is a thought of his prime at that, you know what I mean? And her son says, bro, you can't say that. You have to let a woman do what she wants with her body. That's not cool. You can't do that. And Amber says, this is in the interview, she said, a tear rolled down my cheek. I was like, that's my effing baby. I instilled that in him from birth.
What?
So she said that her son is a feminist, and she's saying that she's instilled that in him since birth. And she also said, in addition to telling him about her time as a stripper in an effort to desensitize Sebastian to the profession. Come on, bruh. You want to talk about grooming? And this is just exactly what I said. She doesn't have an issue with being a slut. She has an issue with being a slut and it being attached to a negative connotation. That's why she's making efforts, especially with her son, to desensitize. It's not bad to be a stripper. Body count doesn't matter. So what if I'm a hoe? Don't slut shame me. So what if I had a train ran on me and I took a Johnson in all orifice? You can't blame me for that. I had to do it to pay for my son's school. This is the narrative that they want you believing, bro. Y'all can pick it up from there. This just had me hurt.
Man, let me say this B-Eazy too. This about and salute the red lipstick vibes. I'm good to see you, sister. But let me say this too, right? Also, when I just want to talk about like when it comes to giving people money and all that too, right? Don't be afraid to say I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I've used that a lot.
I've been saying that my whole stream. I'm broken busy.
Yeah, I ain't got no money.
I'm ugly as hell. I'm broken busy.
They'll leave you alone after a while. They will. They will leave you alone. Tell them I ain't got it. I ain't got it, man. They'll leave you alone. I'm telling you, it works. Great people know what I'm talking about. It works.
Oh man, I've been saying that from day one. I'm broken busy. I'm ugly. And as soon as somebody run their mouth, I hear somebody out of the corner. He said he was broke. Oh man, yeah. It's like people like her. Whatever issues I had with my mother in the past, I look back like it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. Every time I keep hearing new current events go on, and I just be looking back at my mother like, I just want to hug you just cause. Just cause. I don't know, man. People's weird. People is weird. I don't know how they respond to this. I think this is pretty much why I keep to myself. Oh man. I'm sorry, Red. I don't have a poker. I don't blame you. I don't have a poker face, Red. I really don't.
Your Facebook. Hey, I mean, is that a compliment, red lipstick, or did he wake you up and now you feeling energized or refreshed, or you having a nightmare? Let us know.
I'll take it as a compliment. I got no poker.
I think it's a compliment.
Yeah, I had no.
The gray monk is looking sharp. Got the proper lighting, everything. The smooth shea butter skin. I think it was a compliment. But he said his dad is Wiz Khalifa. No excuse, bro. And
Really?
oh, and this is the last thing, and then I'm gonna move on because this shit had me hot, bruh. So this is the last part of the article that I had with the Amber Rose thing. And hold on, let me pull this up real quick because I have to pull this up, bruh. So she says, I've already told y'all about her desensitizing him to the.
Nah, be easy. This gotta be Photoshop, man. This gotta be Photoshop.
Not by me, it ain't Photoshop. and in this, you can't Photoshop this quote. She says, anytime I use the bathroom since my son was 2 or 3 years old. 2 or 3 years old. She says anytime she used the bathroom, he'll be like, Mommy, do you need a tampon? Do you need a pad, Mommy? I'll go in the drawer and get it for you. She said, I've told him about everything.
That's wild.
She wanted a daughter.
That's wild.
Big Red.
She wanted a daughter. And put that picture back up real quick.
Red.
Look at that, bro. Look,
oh.
those face expressions should be reversed, bro. He should be smiling like she's smiling.
Red,
she should be the one with the tongue out.
Red, who is that gonna be the next child? That gonna be the next Derek Jackson's wife. That could be another version right
gonna
there.
Be the next Dwayne Wade's son.
I don't know. I can't remember her name, but Derek Jackson's
I
wife.
was kind of thinking some Jaden Smith vibes, but
yeah, you're right with that one. A hybrid. He gonna be a hybrid of Dwayne Wade, Jaden Smith.
You can go ahead and remove that picture though now, bro. But I'm just saying, she should be with the one with the tongue out, and he should be smiling like an innocent kid. Like that shit's crazy, bro.
No, what's crazy is I don't care if I was, 2 years old. I'm sorry. I love my mom. Mom, I'm not giving you no tampon. Mom, I'm not bringing you no pad. Mom, I'm not asking you about a tampon.
That's what I did. I remember I was 12, and my mother, I think I was in freshman year of high school. I think it was like 13, 14, and I was in the shower. So she came in, and then she did the first time. So I locked the door. And then she came and grabbed the door. So my stepdad had to kind of like really school her. She's like, I seen his body parts before. He's like, no. This is a growing boy. He's about to become a man. You can't. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, I remember they used to say that. I'm the one who popped him out. I raised you. I was like, okay, I'm not that little boy. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Red. I think he's going to be the next version because that story you told about Derek Jackson's wife that literally fixed the mold. What Big Red said that hit so hard. Pause. She wanted a daughter. Boom.
Yeah, you was on to something with that, Big Rig, because how you gonna get your son and try to say he's a feminist? Like, the dude is a man. You're teaching him to basically undermine men.
Bro, she's molding a female. She's literally molding a woman.
Wow, bro.
The cold part, like I said, that's Wiz Khalifa's son, bro. So where's he at in this picture? You know what I'm saying? As the male part in little dude's life. You know what I'm saying? To even some of this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like it's all mom. It's just all mom right now.
Is Wiz Khalifa too worried about being a friend or something, or trying to get along with her baby daddy or something? He on some goofy stuff too. Where's he at to say, nah, I'm taking my son. My son ain't no feminist. He like, okay, whatever you say.
That's why I respect.
But
Kanye
I'm supposed
West.
to revere Wiz Khalifa as some street dude.
That's why I respect Kanye West, because you can say what you want to, but he's about his mom. He's about his kid. He's definitely about his kids. Like he didn't play. He acted out like, yo, if I got $1 million, heck, I'll buy a house. I'll be right next door. Like he made no excuses. So I don't know, man. This is crazy.
But a lot of times these dudes, they be afraid of the women, man. They be afraid to say something or to go after these women because they probably don't want you to put on that child support. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't want certain things coming after them.
He used to be broke. Do you understand what broke used to be like? I mean, he a millionaire
Yeah, but
celebrity.
he don't want to go through that again, brother. So, and then probably, in the media, if you start going at the woman, the media gonna attack you. You already know how it is, man. So he probably limited in what he can say.
I was just about to
the
tell you
media.
that
So,
element
yeah.
of the media. They do start calling you a misogynist, and I'm not saying that should be the end all be all, but when people are trying to get TV deals and rub shoulders with certain networks, those things will deter them. And Mr. Best dropped out. I didn't drop him out, but if you trying to slide back up, just let me know. And this why he ain't nothing happening, because he over there trying to be buddy with her baby daddy. Like Wiz Khalifa. Look, they look happy. Amber look happy. Her ex baby daddy who left her for Cher. Even his son look happy, and Wiz Khalifa look high and lost. He actually looked like a sucker, my nigga. Like, bruh.
Yeah, I was kind of getting some sucker vibes too.
Nah, for reals, bro. And all of this shit that your son is 2 years old asking, Mom, let me help you with your tampon. And she said, I've instilled this in him since birth. So since birth, she's over here grooming a little feminist. Like, yeah, go get my pad, son. And look, this is a period. And I bleed every month. And she said, I'm telling him everything. That's what she said. And where's Wiz at? Has Wiz, she's doing interviews about her son. Has Wiz done an interview about his son? Like, come on, bruh.
I ain't never even seen him like taking like trips and all that type of stuff like with his son. You feel me? Like how you
then he don't
see
care.
people rocking with their kids. Like I ain't never really seen that.
Ain't you supposed to be gangster? Look at the dude in the middle. Like they ain't together now, but he at least look happy, bruh. Like Amber at least look happy doing her little duck lips and stuff, and Wiz is just sitting there looking like a goofball, bro, getting stung by child support, looking simpish and soft because you chose a thought. And cool, I'm not knocking him for choosing a thought. She's an attractive young lady. Cool, you got caught up with the beauty, the body, and the glitz and glamour around it. What does that have to do with you being there for your son, bruh? You not with her no more, bro. What does that have to do? So to me, Wiz Khalifa is on some bitch shit to me, bro. You over here letting your son just right before you get turned into a feminist. I don't know.
You know what that remind me of? That's that Bruce Willis and Demi Moore demographic, like how they did. Because when they was together and they ended, she had her relationship, and they had like the whole the branch of family together. Like it was Demi Moore, Bruce Willis, they family, then the guy she was dating, and they was all hugged up together as one. I'm like, y'all weird. Y'all are weird. And that photo, I can't even really recognize Amber Rose. Yeah, I didn't know that was her. And so I just saw the forehead. I said, I recognize that forehead, and then I see this picture. I was like, oh, okay. Like I said, there's proof right here. There's somebody for somebody. Somebody for my man probably like, yo, that P is fire.
The dude in the middle is with Cher right now. He left Amber Rose and got with a 74-year-old woman.
I thought I know she's in her 70s. I thought she like hit 80 by now. Let me check. How old is Cher?
Damn, that bruh hitting some cold monkey if she that old like that, bruh.
She's 76.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cher must got that gushy if he was like, peace out, Amber Rose. I'm about to go get me some geriatric box.
Sir,
hold on, Grayfield. I see that face. Now let's be honest, Grayfield. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you right now, Amber Rose or Cher, who you taking?
Oh, I'd have been Cher. No, I'd have been Cher.
Yeah, I damn near would have had to take Cher, bro.
Yeah.
Over Rose all the time.
I'm Amber used to be kind of that body and everything.
We
No,
ain't
Cher
talking
always been.
Yeah, you go by the body.
been
I'm going by
that skinny board type look. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going by the overall.
Don't do her like that, Big Rig.
I ain't trying to.
Hey, what did E40? What did E40 say? Skinny pussy be deep.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying, cuz. Don't sleep. And sometimes just because they thick don't mean that they could take a stick.
That's a fact.
So come on, Big
That's
Rig.
a fact. Chubby tubbies, them things, hey. But
I'm just saying, put some respect.
I'm going by the
skinny Cher, bro.
Yeah, but I'm going by the overall big. I'm going by the not just the looks, but the characteristic. I can see Cher. If I had a kid with Cher, if she can actually spit one out, I could see her not doing what Amber Rose did. If I walk away,
that's
yeah.
For sure.
Even if I walk away,
they night and day women for sure.
Yeah. Even when her even when Sonny passed away, she was still still giving him mad respect. That got me googling.
Sonny was old school too. He was holding on to that for a long time.
Yeah, he knew what he had.
I was gonna say you can't blame him. Like, you already got.
She had that long old hair and shit. And she ain't aged for she didn't start aging until about maybe 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
She hit 60 or something.
I don't know what the hell she was doing.
Bathing in some Aquavina or something. Cocoa milk.
Shit, in that movie Mask, she was already damn near pushing 40 probably. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what's the movie I remember?
Which movie?
That movie Mask.
I don't think she was in that. I'll look it up now.
Yeah, she was the mom. She was the mom of Rocky Dennis.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Jim Carrey one. You talking about the one?
Oh, bro, come on, bro.
Okay, my bad, bro. My bad.
You was too, Great Bill.
Yeah, my bad, man.
Come on, man.
You went there with it, bro.
Hold on, Big Red. Like, all due respect, man. The only reason I blacked that out because back then that movie came out, it was so I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it, so I just kind of just left.
He scared me, bro. Like I was young. That dude scared the shit out of me, bro. I was like, how they gonna put out a movie like this? Like even when they used to have the commercials for the movie coming out, like that face scared the shit out of me, bro.
That's why I blacked it out. So yeah.
Exactly. That's why I went straight to Jim Carrey. But according to Big Rig, he wanted to talk about Brody.
Oh shit! No.
I'm thinking Jim Carrey, but Big Rig want to talk about Brody. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm cursing some out tomorrow if I have nightmares. So I'm just.
I know. Why you do that to me, dog? I'm ready to turn it in too.
He ready to wrap it up, huh?
Kicking in my bedroom sheets. No, it was Witches of Eastwick. That's the last movie I remember her on.
Hey, Gray Pill, don't tell me that 1984 ain't fire, bro. Gray Pill. He would have been called the Bunny Pill.
Hey, she got a Celine Dion thing going in 1984.
I'm saying, bro, don't play with Cher, cuz.
I remember her. The last time I remember Cher was the movie Witches of Eastwick, and that's the movie I'm like. I left her in that state of mind. I don't remember her anywhere else. I'm looking up all her movies. That's crazy. Cher been, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad. It's her and Dolly Parton. Her and Dolly holding it down.
Hey, they got a rumor that Richard Pryor was just going ham on Dolly, bro. He was beating them back in the days. I was like, damn, Richard Pryor, cold dude.
You know what? It's a documentary you need to check out, Big Red. It was on Netflix, and somehow Netflix got rid of it. Look up the documentary called Muscle Shoals.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I promise you, bro, you will enjoy the crap of that, and it got some crazy history with a lot of music involved in it. So if you're into music and some old school jam and blues stuff like that, you're gonna be very amazed at that story. So Muscle Shoals, and it's actually historical in Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
For sure.
Yep. But yeah, did you have anything else? Oh, hold on, let me see what else they had. He said Cher bad even in the 90s. He said, wait a minute, Dolly Parton, I don't know about that. She has too much surgeries. No, you know who's had a lot of surgeries? Hold on. But I know Grey Pill. I know Grey Pill is a fan of her. So Big Rig, I have Amber Rose. I'll have Cher. But don't worry, Grey Pill. I got somebody for you.
Oh Lord, I knew. I thought about her too. Nah.
I got some from her.
Madonna, bro.
No, it got to be the old Madonna. But even then, Madonna was going out her way. Madonna was going out her way to turn people out. I was scared of Madonna.
No, the old Madonna.
I think the best Madonna was Who's That Girl Madonna.
Yes.
Yeah, that Madonna. Well, that was the 90s or so. The old Madonna.
That was like late 80s.
Yeah, right. I don't know what happened because she fell off the map.
off the whole edge of the planet. The whole edge of the planet.
Hey,
she started wearing cones and doing Vogue dances and shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah, now she doing a lot of stuff to try to prove, that she still got it, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, like.
She didn't have to. Just be her. Tina Turner, even with Tina Turner didn't have to do all that. Tina Turner's still Tina Turner.
Yeah, that's facts.
All right, let me share real quick because this is the Madonna I know. That's the Madonna on the right that I know.
No, that's a cold Madonna right there.
Yeah, that's the Madonna I remember.
Yeah, that I think everybody was like, oh yeah, Madonna could get she can get the business, huh?
Yeah, but at that time,
that's when Sean Penn had her, I think.
Yeah, but at that time, Madonna was like very intimidating because she was going out her way to turn people out. Remember Vanilla Ice? Vanilla Ice to this day still like, yo, I love her. If she asks for me back, I'll take her.
Hey, but Mike Jack had a lot of beef with Madonna, right? Because she was hella jealous of Michael Jackson, bro. Because, like I had looked into this, but Michael Jackson was transcending. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't hella black people that was like, oh, Madonna. You know what I mean? She had a specific group of people that rocked with her, and of course, her stuff. I'm not saying she was trash and not talented, but a lot of her stuff was artificially inflated. When you had Mike. Everybody liked Mike, blacks, Asians, everybody, and you know the videos.
Yeah,
they used to be fainting for this dude, crying.
Yeah, crying.
Nobody was doing that for Madonna. So, a lot of people were salty at him because they're like, bro, we're not trying to have no brother be the face, of entertainment. Like they don't.
Michael Jackson could have been the president of China, bro.
No, but see, even now, remember, it was known that he was the king of pop. Like it was irrefutable. Then they start trying to say like, yeah, but what about Elvis? He was pop too. Now they saying Harry Styles is the king of pop. They're like, well, what about Justin Bieber? I'm like, dude, now y'all just throwing stuff against the wall. And they saying, oh yeah, but what about the Never Never Land documentary? And all of that stuff was people that was close to him that put out slander and propaganda. I didn't realize how much of a writer Mike actually was. He was standing up to the J people. He actually was, you feel me? And it actually goes straight to the topic, right? A lot of people took Michael Jackson kindness for weakness. Look at his soft voice, his very thin frame. But if you listen to some of the stuff that he stood up for, like when he was going at Madonna and he had a bunch of stuff with the J people, and and a lot of people even to this day don't know that he was he was murdered, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Prince was the same way. Prince, but let's dive in a little bit on Michael a little bit. And I'll say this: where him versus Madonna, people act like they forgot that he was from the Jackson 5. He was doing this since he was a kid. He evolved through time because even I forgot this one. Somebody was interviewing Snoop Dogg, and even everybody was saying, it's like when you in that hype moment where you're any form of entertainer, music, artist, whatever, it goes every 10 years. If you can last that and transcend into something else and keep it going, oh, then you got it. But usually you kind of fizzle out within that 5 or 10 year period. You can't last that long. Michael did this as a child to a grown full man till he had children of his own. Madonna started doing this as an adult. I get it. She had a little thing, not knocking her for it, but guess what? She came in her as he kept going up, she came. And then he kept going up and she was still where she's at. So and then Prince came, everything showed for Prince. And back to the part like the kindness for weakness, just to steer back that one, right? Prince is one of those dudes, he never raised his voice, he never spoke higher than any optic than what he was singing, and that was it. And then anybody spoke to him, and if it was like an interview and there's something wild, he would say something slick, but it's like it was about the most deepest point or perspective he gave, and everybody's just like, wow, that was just Prince. But his work and ethics spoke for itself, and he was, and people saying he was diva on a lot of things, but it was his work. You're not going to take his music, you're not going to do this. He just fought for his. So come on now. Those are two perfect examples right there. Taking people kindness for weakness. Him and Michael.
Yeah, no, that was even the song They Don't Really Care About Us. That actually was a song that he was directing towards the J community, and he had to revise that song because one of the sayings, it said, don't Jew me, and he said don't, and he used the K word, and the K word is like a slur for J people. It rhymes with bike, but it's with the K. He had a revised version where he put that in the song because Mike was saying, hey, y'all don't care if I say nigga in the song, y'all don't care if I say nigger, but if I say this K word, they're like, nope, can't put that in there. Oh, it's offensive and stuff. So I mean, we all know this, but like, nobody cares if you offend black people. Say ho, say bitch, say nigga, say nigger, say all of that stuff. But
shout out to YouTube.
But you can't. But exactly, you can just say that, bro, over and over, and nothing will ever happen. You can't even say the slur, the F word that rhymes with maggot. You see what I'm saying? That community is a smaller population than the black population. They got more protections. The J community, smaller population than the black, but it's like if you say one word, see, with blacks you can say a bunch of words and people maybe have to report you, but even if they report you, nothing is really gonna happen. These other words you say at one time, somebody reports you, they're gonna put your page under review. You know what I mean? And Michael is actually standing up. And this is something that a lot of people don't know. So there was a lot of, let's just say, chicanery and nefarious activity surrounding, his assassination. Because that's what happened. He was definitely assassinated. And people are saying the foul play with Prince and Sam Cooke and others as well. Whenever people start standing up to these people and say, look, I demand power, I demand more control over my stuff. Because Prince was saying like, hey, y'all want me to use y'all studio time, but I got a dope setup. Like this, like Gray Pill, you got this dope setup, and somebody saying, hey, you got to go pay for this high level studio. Nah, I got high level equipment at the house.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at. I'm making the beats. Clearly the songs is popping, but they want to get you on the hook. Here, come to Big Rig Studio so we can charge you $400 an hour. Come here with this photographer. Now I got a photographer that's just as good, and he ain't gonna charge me an arm and a leg. They want you to use all of their people so they get you on the hook for an advancement. Here's a car, Gray Pill. They take your kindness for weakness, especially in the music industry. That they'll give you something nice, but what they give into you nice is their hand-me-downs. So They give you nice hand-me-downs and expect for you We made you, Gray Pill. We gave you a Ferrari. Yeah, the old Ferrari, because you updated the other one. But you supposed to be bowing down. You have a Ferrari. You never had a Ferrari before. Nah, it's
As
not
they laughing behind my back when they was giving it to me.
correct, because they know they got the newer and better model. And this is all they think about you. And they got it all on the back of you. They take your kindness for weakness. And even when it comes to when you're working in a professional setting, a lot of people like, Gray Pill is kind of docile. We know he ain't going to ask for a raise. So I'm going to keep saying, hey, bro, could you clean this? Bro, could you work some extra days? Could you do all this? And I'm going to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing because you're a yes man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gray Pill always says yes. That's taking people's kindness for weakness, right? Could you cover some extra shifts? Could you do more than your job description? I'm not going to promote you. I'm not going to give you a raise, but I'll give you a pat on the back and a attaboy. Gray Pill, where will we be without you? So if I'm that vital and valuable, how about I get a raise? Oh, we can't, we just can't do that. You know what I mean? And that's where sometimes people do see you being kind as being soft. Like, bro, you busting your butt, you doing all this stuff for this company, your blood, sweat, and tears, and you scared to ask for a raise. It doesn't mean necessarily that you are just completely a soft person, but you are operating in some form of softness, right? Because these people are purposely throwing the middle finger to you, and you scared to say, hey, no, this is unacceptable.
I agree. I had a friend like that. She probably still working there, this one company, and she did her job, the manager's job, sometimes the manager job. Then the CEO would leave, come out his office. Instead of asking everybody above her to do it, then he'll come straight to her and ask her for like some kind of assistance or some extracurriculars, whatever. And she was still getting paid the same. And then when she get off, she'll complain. And I'm like, all right, I get the complaint. My thing was just play dumb, like just do the bare minimum or make excuses like, oh, my workload is still piling up or something. They'll catch the hint. And when they catch the hint, they're going to less and less and less. They're going to start asking anything from you. But she just refused not to. So she's stuck in that endless loop of the do boy. That's what I call him. Now she's a do boy. Just do. And then complain after the fact. So.
And they say, and they have statistics that prove this, like once they kind of max you out within the company, they're not really gonna like pay you more. That they'll rather just like bring someone from the outside in. And that's what's super shady, right? You put in all this time and labor. And so let's say, you're a supervisor and then they have a position for assistant manager. Rather than give you that position, they may give you a little bit of a raise and then they'll hire someone completely new for the assistant manager position that's getting paid more than you. And then they'll say, oh, Gray Pill, you've been here longer. Could you help train them? Hold on. I'm not qualified enough to be promoted, but I'm qualified to train the person that's taking my job.
That part. And then, hold on. And I'll add a caveat to that. And the person that's asking me, that's actually their position. They're the training manager or the trainee, but they want me to do it.
But not get a raise.
Yes.
That's happen. And they just try to say, hey, well, that's how it just works, And when you say, you know what, this ain't cool. We'll just hire an immigrant, and that's why they pushing, to do more AI to eliminate jobs and stuff. Because when you stand up for yourself, then they say, all right, we'll just find someone else, But it's kind of up to you to stand on something. It's like, look, if y'all gonna find someone else, then just find someone else. And sometimes you may have to just walk away, because if you stay and allow them to disrespect you, then they know that you are very desperate, which means you're vulnerable, which means you are kind of soft in that position, because they know that You're not going to stand up to them. You're not going to leave. You've already, you kind of already let them punk you without any type of retaliation or retort. So at that point, they have you right where they want you. They don't really need to, give you a raise or do anything else to acquiesce to you. So I would say, hey, when it's like that and you know that it's like that, you don't got to run your mouth. You don't got to be yelling and stuff. Just work your job, do the best that you can do, find something else. And when it's that time, if you respect the job enough and you think that it will help you, and with the needing of the reference, I will give 2 weeks. If not, F those 2 weeks, bro. This is what I always say. If the job is going to fire you, they're not going to say, hey, Great Pill, we're letting you go in 2 weeks. So no, they're going to have you work and bust your butt that day. And then at the end of the shift, they're going to call you in the Great Pill to the office, and they're going to have your check already ready. They're not giving you 2 weeks. They're not even giving you 2 days. They won't even tell you. They act like everything is normal until the end of the shift. And then that's when they lay it on you. So y'all don't have to give me 2 weeks notice for y'all firing me. But Great Pill, make sure you give us 2 weeks before you leave. No. California is an at-will state, which means they could fire you at any reason and you can leave for any reason.
Alabama is too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think Georgia is too. I'm not sure about Florida, but I know Alabama is, because that actually says it when you fill an application, and then the hand booklet for the for HR rules and regulations there. It's pretty much said in the first page, just to let you know, like, yo, you can nod your head wrong, we let you go. But that had me thinking of what you were saying. I gave somebody notice, could have been like 3 weeks in advance notice. I found something else, and then I even told them if I'm at the new job, I can still come in and kind of just help out a little bit, just to to that other person get acclimated. And so the plan was to work 2 jobs, work the last one part-time, work the new one full-time, and then come there. They was going to have they have like this annual big bash party. So I was like, okay, that'll be my little, farewell to say bye to everybody, eat good the last day, whatever, right? So the manager called me. He left a message, and son just told me not even to listen to voicemail. He's like, hey, we got your memo and everything, so we're just gonna, make this your last day, so you don't have to worry about coming in tomorrow. I was like, what? Man, I wouldn't even care. I'm more disappointed about not going to the party so I could eat food. That's pretty much what got me. But yeah, that's how they do you. But I'm gonna leave it like this, because I'm gonna step on and call the night for myself. But like always, I appreciate everybody.
We'll wrap it up pretty soon too. But are you about to dip out right now, Great Bill? Or yeah, go ahead and get your closing remarks. Just go ahead and do your shout outs, shout out your channel, but give us a grand finale, tie it all back to the subject. Go ahead and rock out.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. So so anybody that doesn't know, Angelus represent for the Great Pill podcast, where everything not black and white, but there's gray in the middle. So if you got any conversations or perspectives, that's pretty much what the Great Pill podcast is about. So definitely check us out. Definitely hit the subscribe, bell notification, and come on through for the lives. I always have recordings and updates or some postings in the shorts, and definitely postings in the community tab. So I appreciate that. As far as the conversation of just kindness, killing with kindness, be nice when you can. I will say, just be aware of certain situations. I know people have all these little crazy quotes. Just start off with respect, and if they're not reciprocating the same respect or kindness as you would show them, then just start slowly falling off. It's not you being rude or disrespectful. Don't give too much far as conversation goes, because I know there's a lot of social butterflies that like to share or overshare. That's problematic too. That's real life experiences. So far as YouTube Spaces goes, the stuff that I've seen thus far, literally, this reminds me of all things as an online gamer. That's what they do over there. We laugh, we joke and stuff like that. It's entertaining for us. It's food for our souls. But seeing this in 4K and somewhat three-dimensional, real people do the stuff they do, and treat people's kindness for, excuse me, lack of a better word, shit. It only shows your character even more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just you know, I guess I'll quote Hank, just protect yourself at all times. That's on both parties. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, don't get so triggered. Like, I mean, God, Jesus Christ. It's YouTube, especially if you're a content creator. Don't get triggered by everything that somebody say. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I even say I have to give M3 his flowers for this, because I even said it's to M3 when I was pretty much and this is just a joke. When Lola was a little bit cursing me out all left and right.
How you survive that, bro?
A lot of meditation, brother. A lot of meditation. But every time I'll be looking at people, and I keep thinking back to me and M3 of our little quote unquote rivalry, and I'm like, bro, it's funny how me and you we actually have a rivalry, and we'll say some stuff, but we'll say like he'll say a jab here, I don't even respond, or I'll say a jab, he don't respond. If he
Bro, it was a stream where it was like non-stop jabs between y'all two, but afterwards we was like laughing, and it wasn't really contentious. It was just like I don't know, man. It's kind. Have you ever seen Gran Torino?
Mm-hmm.
It was a scene in there where Clint Eastwood went in, and he was, I can't remember what he was saying, but I'm a paraphrase, but he was talking to his son. I mean, he was talking to his friend. Hey man, F this, what are you doing, you piece of crap? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And the Asian dude was like, y'all talk to each other like that? He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we're friends, you know. And
Yeah.
and I be with my boys, my bros, I rag on them all the time. Now I don't like cross boundaries, you know what I mean? Like I would never bring up your wife or your kid or something. But if I'll be like, oh, Gray Pill, bro, you wearing that same dusty beanie again? It's not from a place of disdain.
Yeah.
I'm expecting you to fire back. It's like, well, at least my beanie look better than that little raggedy shirt you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take that personal. Like, man, he hates me. And at the end of the stream, you know, we gonna dap it up virtually, and it's all cool. But I see what you're saying. Like, and I don't do that with people unless I know that I got a solid enough rapport, right?
Yeah.
I don't just hop on panels and start joking and saying personal stuff to people, because
and I'll give you I even give you another one. Let's say, for example, because I'm literally thinking like two homeboys of mine. Let's just say, you know, one homeboy of mine, he say everything on his son, everything. But me and him don't do the moms and kid thing. You know, that's just our relationship. But it'd be another dude, he's not funny and witty with the joke, so he just say whatever comes out his dome. So he will do the mom and kid joke with him. So that's their relationship. You know what I'm saying? So he'll allow that in. So when he'll throw the jab, so he'll laugh like, okay, I know you corny. I know you can't really throw no real jokes and jabs. So I'll let you get that on the chin. And then I got like 50 more in the chamber, and the whole crowd could go wild. So that's just their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one person was like, well, brother, like, wow, he actually talked about his wife and brought up his kid, or mostly it was his wife, but brought up his wife like that. I was like, yeah, that's their thing. That's what them two do. That's not open for everybody else. So people need to understand that, and that's real life stuff. But again, back to the whole the media thing. If you come, and I just say this for, you know, regular folks, internet folks, and definitely content effing creators. If it's a topic, it's a conversation, please understand there's people on higher levels of debating status than myself. And when they come in with conversation, they will say some stuff, not with a tone, not with a face, with a vocabulary for them and the other audience that knows them, were like, yo, B-Eazy didn't catch that. Oh, he's ignorant, he's stupid. All that what everybody say, but it would just be one word said you would never catch, and everybody's like, yeah, he's an idiot or she's a buffoon. You know what I'm saying? So people got to understand it's a conversation. Two, I think this is my new. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think this is my new triggering now. I think when people say general, and then you have to explain that you're speaking in general. I think that's a new one for me. Like if we know we're having conversations, and then I don't have to say, "Hey, B-Eazy, I'm a big red. I'm just speaking in general." No, I'm having a conversation in general. Clearly, I don't know you. Clearly, you don't know me. I'm speaking my own anecdotal experiences. So guess what? I'm speaking in general. I'm not talking to you. If I'm talking to you, I would direct the conversation to you, because the topic could be about B-Eazy and his fabulous car and the booty shaking girl, but I'm not talking about B-Eazy. So I
know exactly.
I'll leave it like that. So again, I appreciate your guys. Next one to come on, I might come on, depending on the topic though. So I might come on, poke the bear a little bit, see how the conversations go for fillers.
And
but,
I'm only gonna have a gray pill approved topic, so you know.
Yeah, I think you're the only one on here triggering me, man. I come in like when M3 and and the other and 84 have their thing going. It's like it be some good ones. I ain't gonna deny it be some good ones, but I'll be really waiting for them. Just like if we can go, and this is me because I'm being picky because I move a little bit differently. Like I'll be waiting for them over, just like But overall, great conversation. So I can't complain, or I would never be here. Trust me. So I appreciate y'all guys.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Thanks for stopping by.
We appreciate you too, bro.
All right, man. Catch y'all later.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, cool. Then it looks like, man, we had a pretty fruitful stream, you know, a little bit over 2 hours, and it's past midnight here. And, you know, we had some people stop by. Of course, Marcus, shout out to Marcus, always staying consistent in the chat. The Brody John in the building, Daryl Long, Mr. Vaughn Bryant, Red Lipstick Vibes. Who else we got up in here?
Bro Clarence.
Mr. Intellectual, Bro Clarence came through. And Wally came through. ESO Hope. New Growth came through. Of course, the lovely Risa Neal came through. So I think that was pretty much everybody. Even if you did come through and you didn't announce yourself, salute to you and thank you for tuning in to the Knowledge and Relationships platform. This is a installment of Eazily Rigged, and we got Daryl Long, who is still up. Salute to Daryl Long.
Salute to you, Daryl.
He is up and he's stuck. Daryl Long over there smoking on some of that gelato, and he probably got a Red Bull or coffee black. But shout out to the brother Daryl Long. And you know, this is how we do it over here on Eazily Rigged. Impromptu discussions, but we always make sure that they are entertaining and very fruitful. And Daryl Long, this might trigger you before I go. This might trigger Daryl Long, but the all-time scoring leader is now LeBron James. So he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, and who's most people revere as the GOAT, Michael Jordan. This is a phenomenal accomplishment. You'll probably never see something like this in your lifetime. And just so people don't know, this is only counting regular season points. The postseason points don't count towards the regular season points. So 38,388 points. That is quite impressive. Extremely phenomenal. So shout out to LeBron James with that glorious feat. And setting the record straight, says up working on a new channel. So good luck to you on that new channel. I'm sure that you're going to have some great content. He said he says he's still not the GOAT. Well, who is the GOAT? Some say Kareem is the GOAT. Some say Bill Russell is the GOAT. Some even say Kobe Bryant is the GOAT. Now understand some people think that some of the names are far-fetched or outlandish, but there is a case to be made for each one of those names that I said. And he said, congrats to LeBron. And this accomplishment that he did was not even about being the GOAT. It was about just doing something that no one had ever done before, achieving something that was unfathomable. Nobody thought that he would be able to pass Kareem in those points. So salute to LeBron James. You don't gotta like the guy, but the dude is a beast, you know. And Marcus says, all right, respect to the king. Congratulations. Not the GOAT, but definitely a king with accomplishments, MVPs, and chips. Well, that GOAT discussion is debatable because people want to have it narrowly focus on. Jordan won 6 championships, etc., and the league is totally different than it was now. That's like whatever high school you went to, comparing your high school team to the new high school teams. You could say, yeah, we would have been better back in my day, man. Our players were bigger, faster, stronger. Were they really, though? Were they? You speculating. Daryl says the league is less competitive. And he said, that's my new channel. Okay, that's your new channel? Okay, cool, bro. I didn't know, because you know you always stay with a couple channels. But he said the league is less competitive. Are you kidding me, bro? I understand what you're saying. Like, it could appear that it's less competitive, but when you have to look at some of the players that was in the league, someone like Detlef Shrimp, Slava Mavendenko, Samaki Walker, some people are like, who are these names? Exactly. If you don't know those names, you made my point. Those were some of the people that was just there. Rick Smiths, they were just there. These people would not. Yeah, look what he said. Smush Parker. Who else was it? It was just so many players that was just beyond trash. And by trash, I mean by league standards trash. If they was in the G League or playing at the Rucker, they would look great. But by league standards, they was trash. So I'm just saying, cuz get a boy some credit. Because if LeBron was playing during Jordan era, Jordan may not have went 6 for 6. Maybe he would have got 2 or 3 of them things, but definitely not 6. But you know, it's up for speculation, up for a debate and a discussion. And maybe we'll have that one day, not on this stream, but one day. Now, before we ride this out, Big Rig, do you have any closing remarks? Otherwise, I'm going to hit them off with some visuals and just ride this out smooth and savage like we do on Eazily Rigged.
Hey, I just want to say, man, I appreciate everybody rocking out with us. It's another dope stream. And shit, you know what it do, man.
All right, cool. So stick with us. I'm going to play some visuals and then we gonna take y'all home. You are now tuned into another installment of Eazily Rigged on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Your viewership and support is immensely appreciated, and for that, we thank you. so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't with y'all like tofu, I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitch at the house with me watching Netflix on Roku. Them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike on shite racking and fly back out the mill. They hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the drawer is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the drawer is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
Knowledge and relationships.